to my channel. Last video was about why good guys finish last, and as I started with the video, I actually realized that it's gonna be impossible to cover it entirely in only one video, because there's just too many things I want to say. I don't think I'm gonna cover everything in this video either, but I'm just gonna continue on and explain you guys what you can do actually in a situation like this. I know a lot of really great guys. They have so many good qualities, but then in the dating relationship world, they're either like really unsuccessful, or they're just like, they have really bad relationships, and it's sort of like they don't realize that they can actually fix this. It requires a lot of effort. First of all, it's because the way your energy reacts to the environment is the way that you invite stuff in your life, in your love life as well. So in order to change how your energy expands out in the world, it's a bit tough. It's gonna probably require some time, and it's gonna require a lot of internal processes. And even when that is done, you might still attract the same kind of woman in your life, but you're not gonna be interested anymore in her. Like, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's the old shit. I don't want this anymore. So basically, what we were saying, that good guys become good in order to get things, and it's the way they learned, especially with their mothers, like the way they need to behave with them to get things. I remember one guy that went to therapies with my group, and he was such a nice fellow. Like, he honestly, like, I don't know what to say, like he was good looking as well, like, I mean, like, kind of average good looking, like nothing special that can reject someone particularly, but he was so unhappy with all the girls that he was dating, because you see what would happen. The way he would start behaving around the girls, it was unbelievable. So he had this strange idea that he needs to be so bloody romantic around girls that he would actually scare them off straight away. Like, if he would invite you out for a date, he would organize the special music, special meals, like, you know, everything in order to make you feel like a princess. But you know, like, usually he would find a girl that would dislike that. Like, I'm one of those weird girls that when I was a teenager, if a guy would bring me flowers on a first date, I would just like, ooh, goodbye. So it was really weird. And if he just continued behaving as he was behaving with me or any other girl that was his friend, he would probably score. So the first thing, like, honestly, what you can do is, if you have certain patterns of behavior towards women, if you're kind of hoping that they will give you something that you want, but you never go straight forward and tell it to them, the thing you can do, I love this, like, this is the best tool for anything in your life, anything. So I call this own your passions, own your needs. What does this mean in practice? For example, I'm a very submissive person in my love life. I don't like to lead the relationship, so I own my submission. I had issues with it in the beginning because I thought I need to behave in a certain way to attract guys or to keep them interested in me. So I thought, like, I need to be this, you know, girl that nobody can get, constantly, you know, out of reach. But this was boring. Like, this wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted to give myself, I wanted to be owned in a way. So by owning my submission, I can say, I am a submissive, I want this, and that. And I literally say that to anyone. It means I own my needs to submit. If I am kind of, I want to submit, but I'm kind of, I feel shy from maybe if I go this way, and if I go that way, then that guy's gonna realize that it doesn't happen. There's a second thing that the universe does to you if you're doing this. The universe kind of reflects stuff to you. So if you don't accept something about you, other people are not gonna accept it either. So you see, own your passions, own your needs. If you need certain things in your relationship, first you need to accept that everything is all right with that need. Like, because honestly, in a world so big with so many people on this planet, there is certainly a person that is ready to fulfill your needs with the light. But you're not gonna find that person if you don't accept those needs first. So, being a good guy, please do accept what you actually need from a girl and own that inside of you. Like, I don't know, I got to the point where I was working on my sexuality and on my kind of love factors of my life so much that I could literally, if someone sits me down and gives me like, do you like this? Do you want this? I would know yes, no, yes, no, I haven't tried this, maybe. Like, get to that point where, your needs are an open book. Of course, you're not gonna go with that in your workplace. Like, you're not gonna be saying stuff to the people that, that don't have anything to do with your sexual relationship factors in your life. So own your needs. Just accept you have them and try to resolve any kind of resistance towards them. Certainly there's going to be things that you're not going to be aware of either. So they're going to kind of come out. Like, the more you accept, the more stuff is going to open up, and then you can do more accepting. Also, if you are attracted to a certain kind of a woman, some of them can bring healing energy to you, but others can also be mirror of your traumas. For example, if you had a really dominating mother, for example, and you kind of invite those kind of girls in your life, they're gonna bring out the struggle you had with your mom. So there's like two things you can do with these things happening. So if you haven't resolved the internal struggle that you had with your mom, you can try to do it now. Okay, so I don't know, if you invite a girl in your life that comes to you and says, I don't like you, I want you to behave in a certain way, or, I'm gone, fuck off. You can actually, of course you're gonna feel hurt, but you can actually see where this happened in your family, and then step back from your family and see where you're doing this to yourself. Because I'll tell it to you in this way. If someone comes to you and says, I don't like the car you're driving, and you really like the car that you're driving, you're gonna tell them to fuck off. But if someone comes over and says, I don't like the way you behave, I don't want to date you because you're so rude, would you believe them or not? You see? If you do believe them and you kind of think you're not rude, you go around, you talk with your friends and you ask, do you think what I've said was rude? And your friends say, no, it's actually fine, I think she's overreacting. Who are you gonna believe? I know a lot of good men that dated women that actually had issues with their dads and that brought that part of themselves to the relationship, and they just wanted to fuck them out so I can fuck them over. And they actually allow them because they really believed that they're right, that they actually are bad. Own your masculinity. I know it's, for me, it's kind of weird saying that from a female perspective, but I really own my masculine part inside me very well, so I actually know what I'm talking about. The good part about my family was that my father was a very confident man that never took any shit, and I grew up with that attitude. And my father always used to say that if somebody doesn't like our family, or if somebody doesn't like our house, or if someone comes over to our place and he behaves like an asshole, that he's gonna kick them out and they can fuck out, and he doesn't care what they're gonna say. Like, my dad pretty much grew up with an attitude that he doesn't really care about people that don't care for him. And in a way, he was a big hedonist. He always knew what he was looking for, and he always knew what he wants in life, and he would get it. In a way, like, certain characteristics that he had were very bad, like, but this part of his persona was unbelievably healthy for a lot of men. And he implemented those characteristics in me, and I think that's why I can be very supportive to men. And throughout the years now, when I'm looking at him, he actually got it right. I mean, he's physically very healthy, and certain, like, areas in his life have been actually really, really rewarding and amazing. And by accepting who he is, he actually enjoyed in life and is still enjoying a lot. So I mean, try to own your masculinity. There are so many people out there that can be your role models, and you know, by accepting and owning all the factors of your life, your sexuality, your needs, your wants, your ideas, your interests, you know, by valuing them, you will like yourself and love yourself much more. And in the dating market, your value is gonna jump up, and everybody's gonna feel that. I'm always saying, it's not about looks, it's about attitude. And the attitude that I'm, you know, talking about is the attitude that you are worthy. And to think that you're worthy is actually to value yourself first, before anyone else from the outside does it. Sometimes it's not easy. I mean, certain things really require a partner, but it doesn't always have to be a sexual or a love partner. It can be a friend as well. You know, you can get your friend to reflect on you, to tell you what is really good about you, you know, to give you stuff that you can take in and then, you know, implement them in yourself. And this is gonna boost so much of not just your ego. You don't want to become an egocentric, although possibly you will have a phase of being a bit narcissistic. But after everything balances out, you may become a really good strong man, because you know, you've been on the other side, so you do know how people feel when someone puts them down. Okay, this was a bit long video. Doesn't matter. I will make more videos about this. I have some kind of internal need to fix divine masculinity out there, and yeah, I hope I will. Okay guys, if you haven't, please do subscribe to my channel. I am planning on opening a Patreon for all the things and demonstrations that I can't publish here because they would be too much for YouTube. And I'm trying, because now, because of the stupid virus, I can't work with other people that I worked before. I want to make some videos with other people as well. So I don't know, we'll see how long this lasts, and I will do my best to give you as much as I can. And yeah, thank you so much guys, and I love you. Have a good day.